What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Lena Joe here. Hope you're doing well today. Look, I'm gonna try to get on to it. When it comes to child support, women, it's cool. You need help, you need help. If a dude has got you pregnant and he decide that, yeah, it was good, but I ain't finna be a part of this baby's life, you need to put his ass on paper. Flat out. If motherfucker don't want to step up and be a man and be responsible for the child or children that he has helped create, then goddamn it, you can at least do something financially. Now you got a lot of people out on child support who still ain't giving shit financially, whether it's they're not working or they just figured out a way to manipulate the system, whatever. But that's the least they can do. I don't have a problem with that. But for those women who want to use child support as an attack or as a weapon, or because you mad because, what I'm saying, he ain't come through last night, or you mad because he had that bitch around your kids and you told him don't have that bitch around your kids, like, fall the fuck back with that. Stop it. Quit putting these motherfucking people in your business, because what happens is you get mad, you run your ass down to the courthouse or wherever the fuck you got to go to do the shit. You put them on paper, they get it done, he gets shit like, what the fuck? Now he mad and shit. Now he calling you like, yo, Tamika, what the fuck is up? Oh, so you put a nigga on paper now? You put a nigga on paper now? It's like that, fuck you, bitch, and you fuck you. You know what I'm saying? You going through all of that just for these folks to not getting all your business, getting all his business. Take that cut or whatever the fuck they gonna take. Tell this man what he gonna get, whether he can afford to give it or not, and then give you some money. You know what I'm saying? And you, I guess you could say you win either way, because you got a little bit more change in your pocket, but you still fucked off if you love this man and it really ain't what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, child support is a good thing. In its conception, it was intended for a good thing, but it's been misused and abused on so many levels. So not just men, you have women who pay too, but we know it's primarily men. And then you got it so fucked up to where if a man don't pay, this man could potentially get his license revoked and or suspended, not just his driver license, but his professional license. So if he's a doctor, lawyer, or anything that requires any type of license, certification or something, that can be revoked. So now I can't even do what the fuck that I get paid to do, to pay the goddamn child support, because they just snatched it. Or I can't drive to work, because they didn't took my license because I didn't pay the shit. Or I just couldn't pay the shit. You never know the situation. Now then I take the chance and I go ahead and drive to work. Then I get pulled over and your license suspended. Why? Because you didn't pay your child support. So I'm locked up. So now I really ain't got no damn job. Don't nobody win. Because kids don't see me now because I'm locked up. And it wasn't even the fact that I wasn't around. It wasn't the fact that I wasn't there for my kids. It wasn't the fact that I didn't do for my kids. It wasn't the fact that I wasn't emotionally connected with my kids. It wasn't due to the fact that I didn't have a relationship with my kids. It was all due to the fact that I didn't have a motherfucking relationship with you. Come on, chick. You can't do that. Like, take your feelings out. Now, I know with me saying all this, situations vary, circumstances vary. There's all type of different situations why a woman may decide to put a man on paper, and she may be well within her rights. Because, like I said, child support is legal, and it's a good thing. It's just like government assistance, welfare. Welfare is not a bad thing, but we done made it into this negative thing. So now when you hear it, it has this negative connotation to it, and it's this wretched trailer park hood type thing, to where it's like, bitch, I'm welfare. When it's government assistance, it's assistance for people who are in crisis. But of course it gets misused, it gets abused and all this shit, so it has this negative vibe to it. Same with child support. It's not a bad thing, but now it has this negative vibe. And you have men who don't pay, they're considered deadbeat. Now a lot of men pay child support, but they're still there for their children. They still see their children. They spend time with their children. They emotionally connected to their children. They're bonded with their children, have a wonderful relationship with their children, and still do more financially with their children. It's just like I just ain't on paper. And sometimes that's that's a mutual understanding. Both man and woman agree that there's no need to do that. And that's cool. Again, if that's what you all agree upon, fine. There's nothing wrong with that, long as he's there. Because like I said, me not having a relationship with my father, I said it before, I would have much rather had him than some money. Now, didn't have either. So I'm sure my mama was like, well, damn, I sure could use some financial assistance. That would have been nice since you're not going to be there, emotionally. But, didn't have that. So again, like I said, I understand it and I understand when it's needed. But like I said, for those chicks who just get mad or want to get back or for whatever other kind of crazy reasons women decide to run their asses down there, you need to stop that shit. But also, like I said, you have to step up too, because if I tell you I'm pregnant, whether we've been in a relationship, we've been fucking off for a while, or hell, it was a one-time thing, we both know what the chances are. Unless I done told your ass and I done lied and told you I was on the pill, or we use protection and then it still happened. But either way, when we have sex, we know what the chances are. And 9 times out of 10, we didn't have a conversation about the what ifs and what abouts and if this happens. We didn't prepare ourselves for that because we don't think about that. We just do what we came there to do and we keep it moving, and whatever happens, we deal with it then. So we need to start doing that more. We need to start having these conversations because everybody knows pregnancy is a possibility. So start having these conversations, man, before you lay down with these chicks. Try to figure out what's going on. Try to figure out what kind of chick she is. If she does get pregnant, she may lie to you, but at least you kind of know where her head at, because the chances are, instead of you just wanting it and then thinking, shit, if she do, well, I don't give a damn, I ain't gonna come around. Like, that's some weak ass shit too. Like, you just not gonna be there for your baby. Don't do that. Look at my other video, you know how I feel about that shit. But anywho, you need to start having those conversations. But because a lot of times we don't, like I said, you pop up, you get pregnant, and this dude decide that I'm out. So like I said, no, fuck that. Put his ass on paper. But if that dude is there, and if he's doing all that he can do, and if he's doing all that he can do, especially if he has more than one, it's hard out here. Don't just be so quick because you mad now because he lied to you, or you mad because, like I said, it's some new chick in the picture, or you just got mad because you called him and he didn't answer his goddamn phone. And then like I say, you got these fucked up laws to where people want to, the system want to lock a man up. They want to take your license, and do all this crazy shit to prevent someone from making a living. Like I said, it was a situation with me and my husband where back in 2007, like when the whole economy just shut the fuck down. I lost my job, he lost his job. We both on unemployment. Now he was on child support, before he lost his job. Well, he on unemployment now. Them motherfuckers still took child support out the unemployment. Like, word? Like, that's what we doing now? Like, how you expect? And again, for the women and for the system, you have to think about it, because it's like, if this father, if the father is in the child's life and the children spend time with the father, he too has to have, a stable living situation for the children. He too has to provide, food and water and shelter and etc. for the children. He wants to do things with his children when he sees them, so it's like all that doesn't matter, long as the custodial parent household is taken care of. And it's like, but I'm trying to, he's over here trying to, do the best he can, but they done took all his money, so he can't even barely provide shelter for his children. So, the rules and shit is way fucked up, and a lot of men need to step up a little more and fight for theirs, because a lot of times y'all don't want to deal with shit, so you just fall back and be like, fuck it, I ain't even finna go back and forth to court. But it's like, you need to stand up for yourself if you feel like this shit is wrong, but again, like I said, if your ass gonna choose to not be around, if you gonna choose to not necessarily choose to impregnate a woman, but if you gonna choose to have sex with a woman knowing she can get pregnant, she tells you she's pregnant, then you make the choice to say, cool, I hear you, but fuck you and that baby, well then you got to pay up. because that's not cool. It's hard out here, to raise children. And I did not fuck myself and get myself pregnant, so I'm not gonna financially be responsible for this child by myself. Now, again, if I file them papers and then your punk ass just don't work, ain't nothing nobody can do about that. But you gonna know soon as your ass go to working, I'm coming for your ass. That's the least, you can do. And again, I don't have no issue with that. And like I said, it's a lot more scenarios and situations, about child support. But that was just something I want to touch on because it's like the most common thing you hear of, the men complain about how the women get angry. And also, man, you also need to fall back a little bit because you can't really, a lot of times y'all want to get mad on how the money is spent. It's like, I get it, but at the same time, you still have to be careful because, again, it's support. So if you're not the primary, if you're not the custodial parent of that child, then the mother has, or whoever the guardian is, they have to take care of the child 24/7. Shelter, food, lights, all the everyday miscellaneous shit that goes into taking care of a child. Just yours, not even if they have more children, whether by you or by someone else. So the money you're giving them, it helps and it goes to the taking care of your child. Now, of course, yes, you have some of them situations where the women trifling as fuck and they ain't taking care of their children in no kind of way, of course, like I said. And in that case, then, man, you need to step up and maybe you need to go get your baby. But yes, you have them situations where the chick is just straight out trifling. But if this woman is doing everything that she can, she works as well and she takes care of the child and your money just helps that. And you know that she ain't just taking your money and fucking it off or whatever. No, she's taking that money and she's making sure the household is taken care of. So, like I said, I hear that a lot of times too. Like, she ain't even taking care of my baby. It's like she taking care of your baby. Quit complaining. Like, don't look for something to be mad about. Once it's done, it's done. So there's no need to be angry about it. And I get it. Like I said, you look at your check and it's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Especially when, like I said, you're there and you're active and you're doing for your children. It's like, she didn't have to do this. Like, I'm here anyway, but it's done. So there's no need to be angry. There's no need to be upset. There's no need to be like, what? I can't right now. I can't even be around my kids because I'm so mad. Don't punish your children because their mother is punishing you. Because if we're more mature about shit, if we're wiser about shit, if we talk shit out and we think before we so quick to act, we would know that this is a possibility and we would know that this probably is going to happen, if we continue said relationship or if this female winds up pregnant, you know what I'm saying? But it's our fault because we as men and women, we don't have those conversations. I know when I was coming up, I didn't talk to no guy about pregnancy, if I was in a relationship, but when you out just kicking it, I ain't talking to him about if I get pregnant. Now, he might ask you on the pill, and that's only because he wanted to know, shit, could he go in raw or not or some shit like that. But it damn sure wasn't about, if I get pregnant and what we gonna do and how we gonna handle it and you gonna put me on papers. No, we didn't have them type of conversations. We don't have them. A lot of times, shit, we ain't even taught to have them. So, no, they're not being had. So again, like I said, but we need to know who the fuck we laying down with. We need to know who could potentially be, the father of our children, the mother of our children. Because you done heard men and women both say, boy, if I had have known, whoo, I wouldn't have had no baby by him. I wouldn't have had no baby by her. But you wanted what you wanted, and here it is. So, said that's just a little bit I want to touch on right quick. I can, of course, there's more to it and it'll probably be something else that I choose to go a little deeper into later, but I just want to throw a quick video up and just shout that out right quick. Alright,